So I just want to share with you here some new postseason tournaments that are going on here for the NCAA. So we have some new postseason tournaments going on. One is the Basketball Cup, and they have in the different regions Southeast, Midwest, and West region. And what they're doing is in this tournament, they're doing it to where it is for Division 2, Division 3, NAIA, and like small like schools like that, like NGCA, and they're basing it off. And they're doing in the regions. There might be a region for Division 2, region for Division 3. It's for teams that don't make the NCAA tournament. In those divisions, in those marks, their conference, their postseason tournaments, they can play. They can travel. In a short distance. They be able to play games at those locations, and it's consolation. So you're playing 3 games in 3 days, regardless if you win your first game or not. Obviously, if you win all 3 games in your region, you come home, you win your region's trophy for your division, and they're doing that. Also, the men normally do it, have a bunch of postseason tournaments. They have like the CBI, which got replaced by the WBIT. Which the CBI in the men's has like 60 teams, and there's no consolation. It was 8 teams CBI. The WCBI I think it was, or the women's version of that, had 8 teams, 3 days. It was a consolation return teams. I mean, and with the men they do it where 8 playing one day, 8 for first round games, 4 first round games second day, then you go into 4 quarterfinals in this day 3. So the 2 teams that play day 2 play first, and then the teams that to play day 1, you get play first, and then the teams that play day 2 play second, and they play, so. And then they have the CIT, which is another postseason tournament for the men. They have like the Fox Sports tournament now coming up. They have the NCAA and the NIT. The NIT was more prestigious than the NCAA back in the day, And then now the NIT is a good, still prestigious second-tier tournament. Still good. Not as prestigious as the NCAA, but still a good prestigious tournament in the men's side. Especially for like the mid-majors that don't make it the NCAAs. Mid-majors you can learn and grow, and like a lot of these teams, like they make deep runs in these postseason tournaments. Like if you're like you can make a deep run in the WNIT, can you turn on the WBIT? Like good examples, the Minnesota Gophers, they made a deep run in the WNIT last season, losing to St. Louis in the championship game. And they went pretty deep, and now look at where they're now, doing like really solidly, especially without Marbury. They're practicing, having to step up without her, especially that postseason run, and they've been learning without her, practicing without her all season. So, and then they have, but anyways, that's a good example of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we have the WBIT first round games that are being played on the 20th here. You have the BCIC here. There's the BCIC is a college invitational, and it is where the there's 16 teams, 4 men's and 4 women's teams, from Division One and Division Two will match up and determine who the HBCU national champion is, and it's the four, and they're gonna have four HBCU schools that don't make the NCAA tournament in Division One or Division Two. Four HBCU schools. Like it's either gonna be in like Division One, Division Two. You'll have like you know the HBCUs. The four. You know the two major HBCU conferences, the MEAC and the SWAC. But then you have other HBCUs maybe play from other division, from other conferences like Tennessee State. Tennessee State was good enough maybe to be like the postseason tournament run. They might be picked as like HBCU. But if you had like but mainly the MEAC and the SWAC are the two big HBCU conferences. You have like both the NCAA Division One, you have the you have other postseason, you have the NCAA tournament, the WBIT, the WNIT. So it might be for Division One. They might pick like four teams that are competing as the MAC qualifiers in the NCAA tournament and the WNIT. And then if there's happens to be an MAC qualifier in the WBIT, which could happen because if like on the top team in the SWAC, could lose. Norfolk hasn't lost a game yet, so I don't know about if Norfolk, but still, you could have like Tennessee or Texas Southern. Texas Southern. You could have Jackson State. You could have Alabama A&M. You could have Southern. All four teams are like bunched up with each other for the top of the stands in the SWAC. So all four could be number one seed in all four. They've had blemishes on their record, all four, so they could lose, especially when you play top team. Those top four battle each other. You could lose. So you could have a WBIT qualifier number one seed. It's a WBIT qualifier spot if you don't win your conference tournament. So you could have it could be the fourth and fifth tier like SWAC teams against like the third and fourth tier MEACs. The third. It could be the same thing with the MEAC. 3 and 4 top 3 and 4 based off regular season state conference teams, and the MEAC and SWAC play each other, which is probably what it'll be. And then the second and third tier teams for divisional. It might be, like the more prestigious NCAA tournament, like the more prestigious team, like the more prestigious tournaments, like the tournaments with like the W, like that in the men's side they're doing the NCAA tournament, then the then like the NIT, the CBI, the Fox College Sports Tournament, the CIT. You got all those tournaments. And then you got this tournament, so it's gonna be like one of those tournaments, like, you just play like later, Like, this just might be like the very last tournament is because it's so new that it's not as prestigious as the others, but at least, even on both sides, men's and women's sides, at least, you're going to give at least a few more teams a chance to play too. It's always awesome. And then they're playing the semifinals on the 21st. And men are going to be playing on the 20th. Women. It's going to be the women playing, the men playing on the 20th and 22nd. And then the women play on the 21st and 23rd. So then we have I just want to share with you the WBIT times, game dates, and then the 23rd here, and the other postseason tournament game dates for they're mentioning here. WBIT second round there's the WNIT, but they have staggered game dates because it's set up like, they're all hosted at campus sites, much except for the, you know, so, and it's based off like the school, and the two teams coordinate a time and date that best works for them and make it happen work. It's like non-conference essentially, is what it is. But the WBIT, they still essentially pick a time that works best for them, but the game date has already been set up in advance. On the 23rd, Sunday, March 23rd, is the second round of the WBIT. And then March 27th is the quarterfinals of the WBIT on their standalone quarterfinals. There might be WNIT games, but that's about it. Then on the 31st is two WBIT semifinals. In the WBIT semifinals are usually before the Elite Eight, at least that's what it was last year. So I'm assuming that's what's going to be this year. This season 2 was last season when they first started. And it might, some of those things probably like maybe 3:30 Eastern, and then the Elite Eight will be at like maybe 7 Eastern and 9 Eastern, or 7 9:30 Eastern, one of those things. That's probably gonna be like that. So, and then the WBIT championship game is Wednesday, April 2nd at 6 Eastern, and then at NCAA, and then the WNIT championship game we played on Saturday, April 5th on CBS Sports Center, but but it hasn't been put in yet. Obviously, but the WNIT time, evening times, we're just gonna put in are like to be determined, but if they're when the WNBIT and the WNIT games, especially on the 20th of March, I'm gonna try if there's enough WNIT or WBIT games to do a whip around on, because I can't do the NCAA tournament. That is one of the games I'm not gonna do. Whip around on, because I don't want to get copyright strict on those if it's the NCAA tournament. The other conference teams, they're just affiliated by like conference networks, or like conference like streaming services, or like the conference themselves, and usually most of them don't care. They don't take it down, and they just like might copyright the video. And then there's ads in the video if you don't have ads already on your channel, or if you do have ad revenue, and you have ads already, all the ad revenue just goes through. So that much I don't care. At least it doesn't get taken down. So I don't want to get copyright stricken with the NCAA tournament. I mean, I don't know if it would happen, but I don't want to take the chance, that I do. So I don't. So I'm not going to. But if there's enough to do NCAA and WBIT whip around and WNIT whip arounds, like, it depends. What? It depends. But on that Thursday, March 23rd, should be enough. March 20th, and the NWNBIT whip around on there. And then the WNIT. And there's the WNIT. And it's March 20th through 22nd, first round, which is the Thursday through Saturday. And then round 2 is March 23rd through 25th. Then round Super 16, which is the third round. And then is March 26th through 28th. So it's going to be March 23rd through 25th is Sunday through Tuesday. And 26th through 28th is going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then the rainy day is going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then the Fab Four is going to be Tuesday, Wednesday. The championship will be Saturday, April 5th at 3 p.m. Eastern, CSPR Start. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and when that, and I'm sure we'll at least do a few, if there's enough work around to do, the WNIT and WBIT combo whip arounds. I'm going to be doing whip around of that, and there should be enough, especially that first day on March 20th. There should be enough to do the WBIT and WNIT rounds. Only way I will not do a W or do whip around is if for some reason the Gophers are either playing in the WBIT or if they end up playing in the first four on the 20th. Because the first four is the 19th and 20th for the winner. If they end up playing the first four on the 20th. Otherwise, I will be doing some whip around of the WBIT. So, in the WNIT. So yeah, I'm going to be doing, so just to let you know my thought. Postseason NCAA Midwest tournaments. And when the new ones were in my whip around schedule. And not the farther it gets, the less I'm gonna go do whip around. And then I'll just be doing whip around on the softball season, the softball season and lacrosse season. Either like combo videos of like softball and lacrosse, or just softball or just lacrosse, depending on what's going on. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. So yeah, that will. But the softball and lacrosse won't be till like April. It might be in like mid-March. It might be in like late March. I mean, there could be a few days, like actually, like a few days in March. During that like the 18th, like 17th, 18th, March. You could get a couple of days of softball, lacrosse, bronze. But other than that, it's pretty much going to be basketball. But there might be a few flip runs, Well, basketball's one. If there's not enough flip run for basketball, for WBIT, WNIT, all that stuff, it's still going. I still want to watch the games being played, but I'm not going to. Obviously, I'm not going to do a whip run on it. So I'm just going to do it separately. So we'll see. But yeah. But and we'll see. But it is what it is. I'm just going to be doing the whip runs. And then I'm going to end up doing softball, baseball whip run. Or not baseball. Softball whip runs and lacrosse whip runs. Until the seasons are over for both sports. And then, yeah, I know lacrosse ends a little bit sooner than baseball. Or lacrosse ends sooner than softball does. So when lacrosse is over for the regular season, then I'll go to softball. So, and we'll do that. So, and then when the softball, regular season and conference tournaments are over, then I'll be just stand up run till like August again, like the mid-August, when the NCAA women's volleyball season continued and women's soccer season started up, because they do start in like the middle of August, so that you can get more games in. Because soccer, they only do a couple games a week. Like regular pro soccer, they do 2 games a game a week usually, but they do 2 in college and like high school and stuff like that. And if the high school seasons are in the fall, and then they do a lot of them, share like football, like they do in the football field, or they have their own soccer field. Maybe soccer, lacrosse, dual purpose schools, or like or sometimes they do like football, soccer, and like lacrosse on the same field. You know, or they do soccer and lacrosse in the same field. Neat, but yeah, I'm just gonna be doing that. So yeah, I know the summer is pretty slow for a lot of sports. I mean, you have like the MLB, um like the WNBA. You have like MLS. You have NWSL, like golf and like tennis. Like there's not a lot. Like I usually used to the college sports, like whip arounds. There's not enough to like whip around on. You know, so there's not enough college to whip around on. For it. So I will do the college season whip arounds. I can see that throughout the whole year till the end till season's over. So yeah, so the college sports seasons in the postseason. So we will see. So yeah, can't wait. I mean, I can't wait, but I know it's gonna fly by. So